Hard to believe, but he actually called this a road. Thank you for joining me on day 3 of my 2021 photo rally points. Today I'm heading up towards Wicklow direction to get 4 more photo points. The route I follow is from Bunclody on up through Carnew into Rathcoole, and then from Rathcoole on into Lara, where I head towards Blessington via the Glendalough and the Wicklow Mountains. Some great scenery along the route today. You can see there in the distance there, I just recently went past the River Slaney there heading into Bunclody. Heading on up to Carnew now, some fantastic scenery and the wind turbines to the right. Great road surfaces along here as well, and good sweeping bends. Nice for keeping the speed up and taking bends, gliding around them. The weather in the early part of the day was very nice. Well, most parts of the day was good, but there were a few occasional heavy showers, but we dried off quite quickly. Heading on now into Carnew, the mart was in full action. The road from Carnew to Rathcoole again is another great road. Good for keeping the speeds up, good sweeping bends, occasional slow traffic that you need to be mindful of, and again some lovely views coming around some of the bends. Heading into Aughrim then, another picturesque village. Plenty of old buildings. Nice church there to the left. And again heading out through Aughrim on towards Rathcoole. Lovely stretches of road again. Swinging off here now to the right to get the first of the photo points. Narrow little road. Some nice scenery from it again, and steep bit of a hill with nice little bends on it. Hard to see it from the camera, but cool little road to be heading down. Just about to approach now the first of the photo points, the ore bins of Avoca. Again, built in the 1950s to store the copper ore from the underground, brought out by the Underground Railways. Heading on now towards Rathcoole. Again, lovely stretches of road along here. Good surfaces and good bends. Rathcoole itself is a narrow little village, narrow streets. You'd be glad you're on a motorbike going through it rather than in something bigger. Lovely stretch of road heading from Rathcoole to Lara. Plenty of bends, nice tight bends as well. Stuck behind the blue van, but to be fair to him, he was tonguing it as well. Yeah, this is a great road for the bike, isn't it? Keep going through bends, left, right, paradise really. Yeah, it's always a road. I'm not too familiar with it, but I've been on it a few times, so anytime I'm turning onto it, I'm always looking forward to heading along that stretch. So we'll soon be coming into Lara, and Lara is a great spot during the summer. Always loads of bikers around, travelling from different directions along the nice twisty roads, heading for a coffee. And in Lara now we're heading across the Wicklow Mountains, and we'll be coming soon to Glendalough and going past Glendalough. Again, this particular road, I've got caught on it before as well, and same thing again today. I took the wrong junction, or kept going straight instead of swinging right. Had to do a bit of a U-turn here. 2 up on the bike, sometimes not too easy on a bit of a hill as well, but managed it. And again, back onto the correct road now, and along this stretch of road now, there's some fantastic scenery. Really and truly, the GoPro doesn't do it justice itself, but you can see some lovely views here down to the left in the valley. And again, a nice tight narrow road here, plenty of lovely bends heading along as well, and trying to balance between going around the bends and looking around this as well to make sure I stay on my own side of the road while trying to take in the views. It's worth stopping along the way on a few occasions. There's plenty of points to pull in on and just take in the views and take your time. Again, even though it's a nice day, as we were getting along this point of the journey and heading up into the mountains, Wicklow Mountains, going up, no, you're not going up too much. I think 590, 600 metres high was probably the highest point, but you could definitely feel it in the temperature during the day. It dropped quite a bit. Met a few bikes along there, but surprised actually how few bikes we met out on this particular day. Had been meeting more bikes, but I suppose it's all about the time of the day as well. Swinging right up here now, heading towards Hollywood, I think it is. And another narrow road, this one, but again, a good road for the twists and turns, and some lovely scenery there. That's, as far as I know, it's the Liffey, which will go through Dublin, and that's where it starts, and I'm not sure why there's so much water there as a part of the water reservoirs, I presume. Again, some nice roads around here as well, and the water on left and right side as well, making for nice scenery. Out here now, back onto the main road, just briefly to get through Blessington and on to our next photo point. This is a lovely little road heading from Blessington to Saggart. It's a great road. I only have a short shot of it there on camera, but it's well worth a spin. Heading in Rathcoole now, and we're second of the photo points, which is the Petty Court in Rathcoole, just outside of Dublin. Really, it's very accessible. Rathcoole itself is a lovely little village, and from Rathcoole now we're heading on to our third point. So the Rathcoole point was the second point of the Irish Photo Rally. We're heading on to our third point. Took some dual carriageway just to make it more convenient. Could have avoided the dual carriageway, but it was quite a short trip with the dual carriageway, and still had a good bit of more time to spend on the bike. So we can see there we've just gone by St. Brigid's School, and then behind it St. Brigid's Church there in Kill, and took in a picture of St. Brigid's Cross that was across the road from it as well. We're heading on now to the fourth point, which is the fourth point. Where was the fourth point? The fourth point was Munaviog, or Bagnallstown as it's more readily known as. The name didn't come to me there at all. And kept most our roads where we could, keeping off the main roads as much as possible and staying on the our roads. And you can see there, I went from dry to rain in a matter of seconds. It was literally, so we just basically drove into the rainstorm, and quite a heavy shower and that. But again, 4 or 5 minutes later, and back into lovely blue skies as we're heading on towards Naas, Glendalough. So this section of the road was the old national road, but it's now the R448. And then we swung right here to get back onto some more of the twisties. Another junction here came up that I actually missed and had to turn around on again. And another nice rain shower along this particular stretch as well. But some lovely views from here. Wasn't expecting the views to be there to be views along here at all, but there was some lovely views. You could see plenty of the countryside. Into Carlow town now. Lovely black dark cloud there. Isn't that some cloud there in the background? And again, back off the main road, back onto some smaller roads and twisties. Horse and cart there, not too many of them around Carlow, but was one there now. So this is heading to Dunleckney and the 4 Point and a May brief for the Wolfhound Rally. So Dunleckney ruins, church ruins, is just down here. We didn't spend time going in around it to have a look, but it would be well worth spending a bit more time. So that's it for day 3, and I hope you enjoyed some of the scenery and some of the photo points. Thank you.